This video that you're about to watch is a raw 14-minute CRO audit that we did for a seven-figure Shopify brand that is selling leather bags. In this video, we covered what they can do to increase their average order value, increase their AOV, and make a lot more money from the same traffic that is being sent to the website. Now, this is a highly advanced video. You can grab a pen and a piece of paper. You can take a lot of notes and test them on your own brand and make millions of dollars a year, right? So let me know if you like this kind of long form content, and I'll let you guys check out the video. Please let me know in the comments. I would highly recommend here talking about the slider to remove it and use a static image. There are so many blogs in the CROs industry, and we tested it so many times where a carousel doesn't outperform a static image. So a static image um, gives more clarity. The reason that I'm saying this is that more messages that are being shown to the customer means no message. We need one static thing, doesn't move, and states clearly who you are, what you do, who is this for, social proof, and has clear big buttons, especially on mobile, that takes them exactly where they need to go. In this case, as I'm seeing here, the bar is not so visible. I would separate them. I would create a distinct layout, and I would do a bit of a better job by redesigning the whole section. And I would probably either have two buttons or one button like Shop Men, Shop Woman, or Shop Bestsellers. This is with the above the fold. This will make you so much more money. It sounds crazy, it's small, but it makes a difference. So this is number one. I like this one a lot. We tested it many times. I assume it makes also a difference here as well. Now, what would I do instead? In this one, number one, in the mobile menu, I would make it wider. I would make it full width. Then I would potentially add a testimonial in here with something that it's one of their biggest fears or insecurities or anxiety that they have or questions that they are in their mind. And when we understand that through surveys, people literally will tell you if you know what questions to ask. So once you get those ideas, this is literally what we do. We read what they're saying, and then we either pick up a testimonial from the website or we make one. Not the best practice, but we usually just like to be real and use genuine testimonials, and then we put it throughout the funnel. It can be in the cart or it can be in the mobile menu, and throughout the funnel we tackle mental subconscious fears and objections that they might have, and by doing that you will make so much more money, and you will just juice more revenue from the same traffic that is being sent to the website because more people are purchasing. This is number one. Number two, make it visual. So this is a visual store. Let's show everything. The reason that I'm saying this is because once you make it visual, we tested it again many times, especially in the fashion industry, people associate images faster than text. So in this case, I would potentially play around and redesign this whole section, make it extra visual. I can show you some examples. For example, this brand does a super good job, and they have woman, men accessories, the search bar, everything is so intuitive. A lot of big brands are going right now and they are moving to visual just because it converts so much better. We made the change like this for one of the latest tests that we ran this. We ran it multiple times. Majority of them were winners. And once we did that, extra 45,000 per month just by making it visual. This is insane. It's same traffic. So yeah, I would potentially suggest making the main categories visual, and then once they press on the, let's say, subcategories, make another layer of them visual. And if they want to go deeper, that's when they start to become text based, and it's just easier. It's just easier to navigate. So yeah, hope this one helps. Now let's go into the collection page. There are some good stuff here. I'm gonna go randomly into, let me choose, let's say, leather bags. Okay, so if you have recurring customers, this is going to be gold, and probably you do. We like to allow users to explore more without them going and checking the product page. So in this case, you have the choose options, so people can buy from here, which is great. But I would go a step further and I would put an image slider, just like it's on Instagram. Once, if you use Instagram, when a friend posts, you can scroll and see more photos. And in this, if I can go to one random collection page, in this case, this is exactly what they do. So there are many brands that are doing this. I can show you different animations, different way of playing around with this, but this is the main psychology behind it. People can explore and see more details way faster, straight from the collection page. This reduces clicks and cognitive friction, and this eases the navigation. That means that you will make more money, and it means a better user experience and more money in your bank account. And The other one is attach some bestseller labels or our our favorite, our pick, or these kind of things go such a long way. This is a deep psychological effect. That is called herding. So people choose to go for the best selling option because if other people recommend it, if other people bought it, that means that it's a really good choice. Then that reduces anxiety. If you go to a restaurant and then you see a bestseller right next to, you will probably go with that one because it's their main course, is the the best of the best. So it's exactly the same psychology. We tested it so many times. It works. It's such a good idea. Uh, no reasons why to not test that. But again, it doesn't work for every kind of brand. Sometimes the wording needs to be changed. So this is why every single thing that I'm saying here, it's not a guaranteed winner. It needs to be A/B tested. Now let's go to the product page. This is super exciting. So I'm gonna go on a random one. I would say that this section can be highly, highly, highly improved. One, I would potentially hide this. I know this helps for SEO purposes, but it can be hidden with some HTML, and it still can have the same effect without affecting SEO. Um, so many things here. Number one, I would recommend, I don't necessarily like the fact that this changes, so I would potentially make it static so this doesn't move. This one goes up and then down. That's number one. Number two, in fashion, people start, especially big brands, there are so many like Udi, Alo Yoga is one that I've showed you. They start to show features of the product in the secondary photo. And this goes a long way because it makes so much sense to show in the product photos why this is such a good purchase. People don't read as much. So this is very painful to read. This is easy to read. So in this case, this section is called the above the fold. People make their decisions on the above the fold, and maybe after this button, people don't will not go and read this. You have like 30 to 40% of your traffic actually reaches this point. So we make sure that we push everything higher. If we do that, you will sell way more. So in this case, I would maybe take a random photo, let's say this, and I would start talking about some features, and I would probably make this one smaller, and I would have space to talk about the features, why this is such a good product. You have to imagine that in this section, you have 3 seconds to impress the customer and tell them everything. It's like an elevator pitch. You have 3 seconds, and that's it. If you don't, you lost them. So it sounds crazy, but if we do that, you make so much more money. Right. Now, going into this description that gives me anxiety. One, we can make it visual. And if we make it visual, it's easier to scan. That's number one. Number two, you can just make it collapsible and maybe break it down a little bit more. In this case, I'll show you a different brand called Whoops, which is not from the same industry, but this is the exact same thing that they were having a huge description. Now they made it extra visual and it's so easy to scan. So easy. So I can imagine something like this, but obviously on the branding, more simple, super clean. Next one, it's leather personalization. Um, I would move the leather personalization way higher in this section, and I would make it embedded, so it can be almost like an upsell. And in this case, you will just make more money because people like to do engravings. So let's go. Quantity with heatmap. There is a tool called heatmap.com. Is going to show us if that specific element actually drives revenue for you, if it's actually useful, if people buy two, three, or if this button is useful in the product page. Because some clients make the decision actually in the cart. So that's that. Now, there's just so much more that I could talk about the PDP. I would potentially try to take all of the information right here and condense it into another photo somewhere, let's say somewhere in here. Again, people make the decisions here, so we want to make sure that we show them more information faster in a digestible way. This will make you so much more. Right. I would potentially play with the offer. Things like bundle, you buy two, you save 10%. We need to test new offers because a good offer actually scales. And people, once you give them an incentive of why they should buy more, they will do it. Even if it's crazy, it sounds like, yeah, who buys two or three, but they will do that. Uh, yeah, so much more stuff that I could talk about here. I haven't even talked about this one. I haven't studied it exactly how is the functionality, but I can do that. You see, nothing happens once I press, so I would have predictable search in here, so it automatically expands. And two, once I press on the bar, I want popular search terms underneath here to appear and show and tell me uh, is buffalo or whatever, ladder or chair, the most popular terms that are being typed, they can be found in Shopify backend. And then if we show them, that reduces cognitive friction because they don't have to think. There is a rule: if we keep them into a mindless state and we don't make them think, they will ask less questions, they will be less fearful, they will have less headaches, and they will be less frustrated. And it takes less time for them to shop and get where they want to go. And if we do that, you make more money straight off the bat. So yeah, this is literally CRO A/B testing. What it does: research and then optimizing everything on the website. Last step that I would like to talk about, there's so much more, but the cart. I like the fact we have package protection. This is discount code. If it makes sense, I would keep it here. If not, I would take it out. And I would like to introduce maybe a testimonial in here, if it makes sense. I like the fact we have the monogramming right here. It's like a small upsell. This is a very high ticket upsell, and people might not take it from here. So this one actually might hurt your brand, but this one might not. A testimonial would be very much welcome in here, again, to tackle objections and anxiety. Some urgency could be really well, like you have your order reserved for 4 minutes and the countdown it goes down. This is like a soft, natural type of urgency. We reserved your cart. And we want to nudge customer by just being like a good salesman that it works for you 24/7. It's like when you go in a store and you actually are looking to buy, let's say, shoes, or a, in this case can be a leather bag. There's the salesman over there that wants you take it and you know tells you the truth, but in a very soft way. It's like, oh, this looks so good on you. And if we make them a compliment that they make a good decision, they'll be in their mind, oh, right, this is actually a good decision, so I'm going to make it. So this is when they get to the checkout and they will purchase. These things are being tested. I'm speaking from experience, and yeah, they just work. Uh, it's very cool. Now, last things, I would put the your unique selling propositions on a card drawer. For example, secure safe checkout. This is not a USB, but I would maybe redo the button and I would put secure checkout and put a locker, because it's a difference between just going to the checkout, and it's a difference when it's a secure checkout, because it gives that feeling of security. And here it can be 30 days return policy, or money back guarantee, or easy returns, easy exchanges, fast shipping, whatever it is. If we show it to them here, or we show them the payment options underneath here, you guys will make so much more money. We can play around with the free shipping threshold, uh, if that's the case, if we can do something like that, so much. So there's a lot of money to be made for the store. I'm really excited about what you guys are doing. I have so many ideas. If you guys would want to talk about them on a call, it will be my pleasure. And let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.